Okay. This is a pretty good draw, even though it's a 4-lander. Or 5-lander, sorry. So I'm going to keep it, because it's got such a solid 2-drop, a solid 3-drop, and a way to flip it up. And we're on the draw, so our likelihood of drawing into more gas is pretty reasonable. Okay. Gas. Alright, that's not what I was hoping for, but alright. Blocking Secret of the Way on turn 3 or even 2 with your Morph. Or whatever your 2-drop is. Not a Value Dasher, hopefully. That's close. Yeah, blocking this is a pretty risky move, although obviously not with a 3-1. Although I suppose we could just cast like Feed of Resistance or in this spot Awaken the Bear on it. So now we're hoping for a Sandstep Outcast. Otherwise we just morph this, which is a totally fine play. I'm willing to take some beats considering these two can gain us back some life. Morph? Bloodfire Expert. Okay. Ooh, a Battle Brawler. That's nice. I'm just going to cast that. That's going to shut down the blocks, the attacks from our opponent for quite some time, I think. Because it's the 3/2 first strike. And while you typically think that this is a pretty aggressive card, which it is, it also has a fantastic blocker if you've got a white or red permanent. And if he kills it, we could be in trouble. He did not. God, that's an awkward board for my Battle Brawler. Awkward for him, I mean. Kumar Bonkin. I was going to just dump the Abzan Guide here. Let's say go, I think. God, what I'd give for a barrage of boulders here. I think I can bring back my Ancestral Vengeance here. Oh, that's pretty annoying. Although they still don't get through this. I think I can bring back my Ancestral Vengeance against this matchup. Because he's got so many X1s. That if I can actually get a card out of it, it's actually pretty good. Any attacks? No. Oh, wow. I'm going to come in with this. It'll trade for 2 things, but that's probably just fine. He might not block it, in which case we have an 8-point life swing. If it trades for 2 things and I gain 4 life, that's also pretty solid. I think I'm okay with it. Not going to bother. Okay. Get the life swing going then. I think I'm going to bring in the Vengeance over this Ride of the Serpent, because this does not seem like a big, sudden bomb kind of deck for our opponent. It seems like red-white aggro. So picking off a threat while making one of ours bigger, it's going to be a lot better than picking off one big threat. That being said, if he dumps like something insane here, I'll be glad I had this. Horde Chief, okay, don't really care about that. It's just a 2/3. Aiden Skirmisher is not a good card. Okay. Now, probably going to play this and morph this. Now this will trade for this because it just double blocks like this, and then we only kill 1. So I'm not going to attack with it. I could have attacked with it before if I hadn't cast my stuff, but I think the long game benefits us. Barrage of Boulders, triggering prowess, hitting us for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not even that much, considering how much we can gain back. I now hit back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wait, 9, if I flip this up, 9, 12, 14, not lethal. But I can gain a whole bunch of life if I just pop off one of these. So I'm going to do that. Because it triggers my Secret of the Way. Means I gain back 7 life. He attacks for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I go to 15. Trumpet Blast would still kill me, I believe. It would. If I leave back 1 blocker, it would not, I believe. So I'm going to leave back my Battle Brawler, I suppose. Even if I block with the Battle Brawler, does it kill me? If I block the Bloodfire Expert, I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So no, it doesn't. Okay. This plays around Trumpet Blast. Good, he's scared. It's good. Ooh, that's excellent. Well, that is just excellent. Okay, we have high potential to just win here, depending on how he blocks. We can trigger this on our guy, trigger our prowess, kill this, whatever he how he blocks here. It's all good. All good news. Okay. 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 So now can't kill him. I could flip this up. Save my throttle. Trade for these two and eat this. That seems pretty okay. And he's then left with this. I'm left with 3 attackers and a throttle. I think I like that. I could have throttled one of these to save my Abzanga, but I think this leaves us in just as good a position. He goes to 2, I think. Yeah, look. We go back up to 18. We have 3 lethal attacks and a removal spell. Okay. So like I said, this seems to be a pretty bad deck for our Ride of the Serpent, and actually a pretty okay deck for our Ancestral Vengeances. Maybe not 2 of them, but maybe 2 of them. Doesn't seem amazing for Throttle either. These seem pretty equivalent in this deck, to be honest, because, yeah, this is instant speed, but we can kill everything he played, except for his Mardy Horde Chief, using these. So I'm actually just going to do it like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would like an additional swamp then, I think. And run it like that. I can keep that. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop. I'm going to actually play this on turn 1 because his deck is quite aggressive. Ugh, it's awkward. But again, we have the Abzan Guide and the Blossoming Sand, so we can buy back life with that. Oh wow. With that in mind, I think I'm actually just going to cast that and get our Blossoming Sands down now to guarantee that we can flip this up and that we can cast this on turn 4. So I'm going to do that, yeah. This card actually not great against him because it can't block, but sort of okay against him because it trades for all of his creatures, so... If this is all he's got, we're in fantastic shape. Still in great shape. Could pop off one of these, but I don't think I need to. I'll offer this trade because I can get this back whenever I want. Basically whenever I want. Okay. Get a Bellowing Saddle Brute down next turn. The turn after we cast our Wandering Champion and our Ancestral Vengeance. If he casts a Bloodfire Expert here, it might be reasonable to just kill that with the Ancestral Vengeance, put the counter on the Abzan Guide, play the Wandering Champion, and then on turn 5 flip up the Abzan Guide, assuming we hit the land, and gain 5 life. Is he getting scared? No. Okay. Still coming in with his poor clock. If he plays a land and passes, I'm afraid of Warflare, so I'm only going to attack with the champion in that case. I'm not going to send in the Morph. Oh, super aggro. God. Alright. Outcast doesn't change a bunch. I still think I want to just play this. Notably, he missed a land drop there, by the way. Hopefully we hit a land for our Abzan Guide, because the only way we lose is if he goes Trumpet Blast again, Arrow Storm maybe, you know? That's the only way we lose this matchup at this point, I think. Okay. Okay. Coming in with everything, flipping up the Abzan Guide. though it's not unreasonable to Ancestral Vengeance and Sandstep outcast. Like I said, I'm kind of wary of my life total. So risky. Plus we get in for 10 here. And on 15 life, if we just chuck our Disowned Ancestor in front of that Bloodfire Expert, I think it's going to be hard for us to lose. Even with, like, he's only got 3 mana, what's he going to have? War Flare doesn't kill us. He is for 3/3, and we're definitely blocking here, so. At that point, we can just Ancestral Vengeance to get something out of the way and hopefully kill him. Is he getting scared? If you're not going to attack a light, you almost might as well not attack with this, to be honest. The 1 damage isn't going to make that big a difference over the course of the game, I don't think. Unless he's got some cards in his hand that let him, you know, do math that realizes that make him realize he can do 14 to us. Okay. I'm going to try for the pre-combat Ancestral Vengeance to put the counter on the Abzan Guide. See how it goes. Repeated resistance. Okay. So we just don't attack this turn, that's fine. We don't get our counter, which is annoying, but whatever. Play our Outcast. Make a 1/1 Spirit creature. Play a land, I suppose. Say go. If he attacks, we go bang, bang, probably. We don't even need to trade, to be honest. It's not lethal, is it? 5. No, not at all. It only gets in for 7. Oh, he just uses a board wipe, okay. It does kill a bunch of our stuff, that's fair. Coming in with these two. 100%. If he wants to trade from Abzan Guide, that's okay for me, I think. I think he has to do that. He has to chump, that's all good. Okay. Now we can spend 2 to get this back. And then cast this fist down. I think I want to do that. Alternatively, we can outlast this and do that, because this is lethal on its own when it flips up. I'm going to do that instead. Even though the combo of Wandering Champion plus the Outlast trigger is lethal as well. I think this gives him the worst blocks. He could in theory go land and hostilities here, but I don't think his deck is the kind to want that card, so I'm not going to play around it. Okay, a whole slew of bad blocks for him. Unless he blocks these two, he's just dead. If he blocks these two, he's double jumping. I suppose if he blocks this on this, they trade. But what do you got? Okay. Okay. Defeat and resistance? Defiant Strike, maybe? Defiant Strike on that would make a trade for the Saddle Brute. It's pretty good. Okay, if I cast this, I've got a bunch of lethal threats. This, the only way we lose this is end hostilities, and I don't think he has it. But in the event that he does, I'm gonna play around it a little bit. Are you just dead then? Yeah, okay, cool. On to round 2. That was a success. Our opponent's deck was a little bit flimsy, but that deck can absolutely run you over if you let it. But we didn't let it. So let's do that again.